How's she going right there, eh? It's Denny here from Danilo's Outdoors. Up at the woodlot, working on my retaining wall for my off-grid cabin site for the footing. So this retaining wall right here that I'm working on right now is going to be just outside, and it's going to be terraced lower than the foundation footing wall. I'll show you that in a second when I go up there. So it's probably almost 10 feet out farther than where the foundation is going to be, or the footing for the cabin. And that's where my overhanging porch is going to be kind of sitting on that. It'll be just above it, so it'll overhang on this side of it a little bit, about a foot or so. So when you're looking, you won't be able to see underneath the porch. You'll see this pile of rocks, and that is holding the next tier of rocks that I'm going to have. That's going to hold the foundation of the cabin. The cabin will be on a skid and on blocks, but when I go up there, I'll show you. I got to build kind of like a retaining wall, probably on this end here, almost 2 to 3 feet. And then I'm going to fill that whole thing, sandwich that whole thing with gravel. So I had that big pine tree. It was in the way. I had to dig a bunch of organic material and stuff out of there so I can get those big rocks in there. I think next time I'm going to come in here and clean up this pile of brush off that pine tree and cut a few of those trees. And I think I'm going to have to drive in on the backside and then use the backhoe and pull that dirt down that way, out of the way. I kind of want to cast it in and kind of save it, but it's getting too close, and I still got to scrape about 6 inches or so off the middle part of the cabin. And I got a bunch of stumps here that I got to haul out of here. Yeah, so I've been coming down here and picking up some of these rocks. I had a pile up here kind of at the driveway that were in the way, so I've been just kind of coming around and picking them up, getting them out of the way. And I'm going to take this topsoil out of here. Once these stumps are out of there, I'll throw it down there. And not that I'm going to want to have a lawn here or not, but that little retaining wall, once this pile of dirt's out of the way, will come out this way towards this big rock right here, and then head up this way. Be kind of like a rounded kind of terrace landing thing that I can have my set of stairs, or I can drive my vehicle right up here and it'll give me a spot that I can kind of park, turn around, back up, or get out. And like I was saying, the porch will be right onto this, which will be stepped down from the cabin. You can see the mark right here, the second mark down. That's almost 2 feet. So now I got to build this up with boulders on top of this rock trench with big boulders, and then I'll backfill all of this with gravel. First I got to scrape some more of this stuff out of here, and then that'll be the same elevation as that rock, bedrock right over there. And then it'll be kind of mounded in the center a little bit. I like to try to get this done this year and then let it set all winter. So now I'm going to come in here with the backhoe and dig all this organic stuff from next to this little trench I got. This trench is dug down right to bedrock, and so now you can see that second mark. That's probably 3 feet that this retaining wall's got to be on this end. So down in there, I'm just going to fill that whole corner in with rock. And then I'm probably going to use this broken rock right in here, this shot rock. I'll scoop that up and kind of throw that in there in a layer and get that to kind of filter down in there, and I'll drive over it back and forth and get a good base. And then I'll start stockpiling big rocks 8-9 feet in here, and then all the way up this way towards that other big rock. Then this will be all sandwiched in with gravel. This is all bedrock. This has all been scraped down. Yeah, so that's kind of how it's looking. I'll just keep putting rocks here. Like I was saying before, all the rocks are coming from the road that I'm in stockpiling. Like now I'll fill this in, like I said, with that shot rock, and then that'll be nice and compacted. Then I'll come in here and I'm going to scrape all this stuff out of here and then start sitting big rocks and then build another retaining wall up 2 or 3 feet higher than this bottom terrace. So it's come along not too bad. This is probably up, I don't know, 3-4 feet. And then, like I said, over here it'll be 2 feet. It tapers off. It'll be a little over 3 feet down there. And I should have a nice flat pad. Anyhow, that's it for now. If you think of it, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that kind of good stuff. Thanks for watching. That's the end there, eh?